What is going on, X community? This is Exostomp here with the EDL Team League, and since it's a Team League, of course, you know we have Galaxy Bomb here.
Welcome back, everyone.
And before we go over the actual match for Week 2, we're gonna go over our actual mons that we brought. So, for number 1, we have Zygarde, aka Minty here, and Minty is here to basically sub up, set up, and destroy with 1,000 arrows. How do you feel about Minty here?
Yeah, I think Zygarde is very strong in this matchup. They didn't have any ice types to bring, which means if they wanted to shut down Zygarde, they would have to bring an ice coverage move. Their Mega Lopunny, I believe, can learn Ice Punch, so that was a little scary. But other than that, we felt very safe bringing Zygarde. They didn't have too much to deal with it. So the fact that we ran a substitute and setup set means that we can kind of run over their team if we have the momentum to set it up, which is very, very nice.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, because, like you said, if they don't have an ice coverage move, we do run over the team, which is correct. So, for our next mon, we did bring Ninetales, how Galaxy Bomb likes to spell it, and... and we brought Scarf, mainly because we wanted to outspeed the Lopunny. We wanted to outspeed a few of the mons here, and with Freeze Dry and Moonblast, we were able to cover a lot of their mons that they could have brought, as well as Foul Play covering all of their really offensive mons, and Psyshock as even more coverage. For our set, we brought we brought max HP, Mild's nature, because we didn't really care too much about its defenses. We brought 68 speed, like I said, to outspeed that Lopunny, and then the rest we put in HP. How do you have anything else to say about Ninetales?
Yeah, I feel like the Choice Scarf was a very good pick on our part because, one, they probably wouldn't expect it, so we can maybe catch them off guard. Because we ran our Ninetales with all coverage, we just had so many different types to take in, we could probably get a very safe kill on something that they weren't expecting our Ninetales to outspeed. So it ended up being a very nice choice to catch them off guard. Plus, its typing was really effective against their teams. A lot of their mons were weak to either Ice or Fairy, so it really worked out.
Yep. For our next Pokemon, we have Zygarde complete here, Emboar. We have Bulk Up, Flare Blitz, Sucker Punch, and Earthquake. That basically covered their whole team. There's nothing here that wants to switch into really any of those moves in general. Reckless was there to boost our Flare Blitz. We just made it sort of max HP, basically max HP, max attack, with a Guava Berry, because we knew we could live a few hits, especially if it's like a defensive based hit. We can live it after a bulk up and get that HP back.
Yeah, I don't think a Guava Berry really came into play in our situation, but it was nice to have as a defensive tool to keep Emboar alive, because Emboar covered a lot of their threats, and if we didn't have it, it would kind of hurt us a bit. So, especially with Sucker Punch, for instance, we were able to lock down some of their setup mons, so it was really effective.
Yeah, it really was. But moving on, we have C, the Corviknight. We made this like we've been running, max defense, max HP. It's just one of the best sets. We didn't feel like bringing Defog because we didn't really want to bring it, especially because of our next mon. But we have Roost, U-Turn, Brave Bird for the Lopunny, and then Taunt for the slower mons like Cursula and maybe even Celesteela, depending on what set, I guess. But leftovers, because most of their mons were physical, but their physical moves didn't hit us, so we wanted a little bit of recovery.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we were able to pivot nicely with the U-turn, of course, and Defog might have been nice, but we wanted to set up our own hazards, of course, and that wouldn't really be effective. We had another hazard remover, so didn't matter too much. And having the taunt option is pretty nice because it prevents them from setting up on a relatively passive mon. Corviknight in this set doesn't have any setup like with Iron Defense and Body Press, so to prevent them from setting up is very useful.
Yeah, setting up rocks with either Cursula or Stunfetch'd. It was great. For our next mon, we have Starmie, aka Patrick here. We have Rapid Spin, which is why we didn't want to really run Defog. Didn't really have the option because Corviknight had 4 moves already that we wanted. Dazzling Gleam covers a lot of the mons, and whatever it didn't, Scald covered, and then whatever that didn't, T-Bolt covered. So we covered like the whole team. We ran Farium Z. I don't think we used it this match, but it was okay to have in the back. After Rapid, I don't think we used it that I can remember, but we'll see. We'll see. With our speed tier, after 1 Rapid Spin, we were be able to outspeed the whole team if nothing was Scarf, or if like just Dracovish was Scarf. And the rest we put in special attack and HP. There's not much else to talk about it.
Yeah, you'll notice a common trend with our mons, especially Ninetales, Emboar, and Starmie, is they're pretty much running all coverage, and that was kind of, I think, our main strategy is go pretty aggressive and take them down before they're able to do much, and it worked out pretty well for us, I would say.
Yeah. And for our next one, we have Cradley, aka the Wall V2, and it was really just here to set up rocks, maybe stall a little bit. It's our special defensive tank. It's our Storm Drainer, so it's there to stop the Vicious Rend. But other than that, it wasn't much that it was going to do.
Yeah, Cradley here was pretty useful in the sense that... You continue, that's fine.
Yeah, it was pretty good because it was here, like I said, for Vicious Rend, and for any mon that wanted to run special attacking, it was going to be a problem. Like, even Cursula, we could tank a few hits from that, and Celesteela really doesn't do much to it. So, yeah, we did run that. But, anyways, that is our team. Let's get on to the match itself. So, for the match itself, we wanted to just set up rocks first, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, Cradley doesn't do too much in this matchup. Its main threat is the fact that we have it on our team, which means they're going to be less eager to send in Dracovish because they know that we have an answer in our back pocket. Yeah. So Cradley's importance really comes in the fact that it exists. So the fact that we send it out first to basically get rocks up and have it serve its other minor purpose means that we can go into something else.
Yeah. So, so we do set up with Cradley, or set up...
Now,
oh, no, we don't.
We actually see Stunfetch'd come out, and we discussed this a little bit, and we kind of came to the conclusion that rocks don't do too much, but we know that Stunfetch'd wants to set up rocks on us. So if we can get some early momentum and get a free hit on something by sending in Starmie threatening it to switch out, that will work out well for us. So we decided to go aggressive and switch into something so that they had to answer us, basically.
Okay, yeah, now I remember a little bit. So he sets up rocks here. We knew he was going to switch into Cursula because he would think that we have Rapid Spin. So we sort of predict that and just go for a Scald here. It was the safest play in case he did switch. If he didn't switch, it would do a ton to Stunfetch'd. So that was the safest play. We see leftovers here, which means he's not Specs, which is good. We go right into Cradley to tank that Shadow Ball, which does 31%. It's a decent amount.
It's a lot of damage. Cursula does a lot of damage. We definitely didn't want to get hit by that with our Starmie. So.
Yeah. So we set up the rocks here, as he's just going to strength set, which is okay. That's fine.
We know we can wall it pretty well. Cradley's our special wall because we have Toxic, so we can pretty much stall out whatever Cursula is going to do and force them to answer with something else.
Yeah. And here we actually see Calm Mind on our Toxic. So he could keep Calm Minding if he'd like. He's going to be losing HP very quickly. And we know our Cradley has Recover and does outspeed. So it's not that big of a deal. We can actually just stay in here.
Yeah. We can pretty much force them to either commit and probably lose the Cursula or switch out and get another answer.
Yep. So here actually is 62%, but still not a big deal because we can recover stall, which is great. He's just gonna strength set to try to get back HP, but if that's his only recovery, he's not gonna get back much next time, so he has to switch, and he goes right into Celesteela here. We just Toxic just in case he switched into anything else besides Celesteela, or Stunfetch'd.
At this point, Crillia has served way more purpose than we anticipated, which was very nice on our part.
Yeah, definitely. As we see Autonomized Celesteela, oh, this is gonna be rough because they have Giga Drain, which we didn't know.
Yeah, that hurt. It was probably the scariest part, but we hit it quite nicely with a Thunderbolt. Now, of course, it's really fast at this point, so we had to think, what do we want to get hit by its next attack? And I think we came to the conclusion we should just sack the Starmie. It's done enough.
Yep.
So that we can safely switch into Zygarde with my throat, sorry.
That's all good.
We can safely switch into Zygarde without having to worry about it getting hit first,
Yep.
so that we can set up ourselves.
Yeah. And we weren't sure. I knew that it didn't learn any ice moves unless he's running HP Ice, which or they would have been, which I didn't think they were. So thank God they weren't. But they just go for yeah. So they just go for Air Slash here. We just go for Dragon Dance. At this point, I calced it. They cannot be faster than us. So I think we just press
yeah, you
1,000 arrows.
calculated that we would be faster with one Dragon Dance.
Yeah, and then after that, I realized, well, 1,000 arrows does kill. So perfect.
Yeah. And at this point, instead of 1,000 arrowsing twice and maybe still living, but we wouldn't have the Dragon Dance boost. So this worked out better.
Yeah. So we go right into Corviknight.
Yeah.
Because Corviknight is our Lopunny counter, as this is where actually the leftovers comes in. Because now, after that, it's gonna be tough for them to actually kill us, because we're gonna keep getting back recovery. That Thunder Punch does less than the high jump kick, which means we could roost stall it. So perfect.
Yeah, they're going to be scared to high jump kick because of its low accuracy. So if they can hit us with Thunder Punch instead, maybe get a paralysis, it's probably safer on their part. But because we're so defensive, if they choose to do that, we can stall them out. So they have to switch out at this point.
Yeah, and we see the Stunfist come out. I don't think this thing has anything to hit us with. So we'll see what happens
we
here.
Kept in. So we taunted because we figured it was going to try and hinder us in some way with a yawn. It did end up using Thunder Wave, so that worked out on our part.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, he has to switch out to something else.
And we actually see no heavy duty boots, which means it's probably really offensive, which is scary.
Yeah.
But we U-turn out here.
U-turn because we know that we can get a nice momentum switch. We knew that he was going to switch into something with Stunfisk, so a slow U-turn would help us out in setting up for whatever he switches into.
Yep. So we go into Emboar, and the U-turn comes out from Cinderace, which is actually pretty good, and Dracovish actually comes out.
Okay. So here we just safely Earthquaked, and here is where something kind of fun happened. So we were both logged in to our team account, and we were basically discussing the moves, and then Exostomp was doing the actions. Now, somehow the game desynced on his part, so he saw the. I think you saw.
I saw the Cinderace was still in.
Yeah. So you saw the U-turn, but it was still in. You kind of got confused, and you just clicked Earthquake again because you thought Cinderace was still in.
Yeah.
Which I was panicking because that seems like a terrible play. We're about to get murdered by a Dracovish right here. But they were not expecting that either because they thought we were going to switch out. Of course, who would stay in against a Dracovish? But it worked out.
Hey!
So we hit him with a free Earthquake. He's now in a terrible position because he's probably Choice.
Yep.
So he's stuck on Ice Fang now, which means this Dracovish has no health, has to switch out or else it will die. And even when it switches back in, it's going to be at very low health from the rocks. So this completely changed the game from being somewhat even to just our momentum is so much better now.
Hey
All
man.
from lag on.
No, no, no. I totally predicted it. Okay, I totally
Uh-huh.
predicted it. Come on, man. Give me some credit here. Uh, but anyways, so we realized, well, we could just press the earthquake again because he's not gonna stay in and ice fang again. So we earthquake again, hit that Lopunny. It does 49%. At this point, we're gonna switch because we don't want to lose our Emboar.
Yeah, we don't want to get hit by high jump kick. Embor's doing a lot.
Yeah.
So we switch back into Corviknight. We have a similar thing going on. We get hit by high jump kick. Did that do less than before? I can't remember.
That did 44. I think that did around the same. What is it? 42. Yeah, it did a little bit more, actually.
Okay. So, again, the Thunder Punch comes out. He does not want to miss with Lopunny because that might just kill it.
Yep.
But, again, we can just Roost Stall. He's in a bad spot. He has to go for a high jump kick to stop the Roost Stall, but he does get the miss, which is what they were fearing.
Which, honestly, you could have went for Drain Punch. Like, you could have brought Drain Punch instead, or you could have, just either kept going T-Punches, or even, like, just switched. Because you knew we were probably going to Roost again.
I think if they kept doing Thunder Punches and hoping for a Paralysis might have been safer, because then we would be forced to Roost at least. So I'm not really sure. Though I think the high jump kick was a high risk, high reward, but unfortunately it didn't work out this time around.
And honestly, it didn't matter too much because we were going to go for Brave Bird anyways. So
yeah.
And
in that situation, it definitely didn't matter too much, but I think if they high jump kicked a bit more, maybe it could have changed something.
And since Corviknight was here to just be a Lopunny counter, we just sack it here.
Let's just tank the hit.
Yeah.
Much. That was our thought. Which is great. I mean, Corviknight served its purpose.
Yep. And we sent out Ninetales here because I counted and made sure Foul Play did 40% min, so it will kill. As he doesn't know that we're Scarf, so we kill him, which is perfect.
They probably should have thought something was up when we dry switch into Ninetales against the Cinderace. But hey, I mean, this time, you know.
They may have been thinking like,
maybe
I honestly,
no warning and then switch into something else.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's fine. I calced it. Foul Play.
I was very surprised by this.
Yeah, I calced it, and it said Foul Play did like 61% min, and I was like, well, we're not gonna get the min, right? Or it's gonna kill, right? So, but no, we got the min.
Yeah, which we tank a little bit from Ninetales, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. We can still keep it around, you know, we can still keep it alive.
Yeah.
We get the Perish Body, of course, but Ninetales can kind of do whatever it wants, but I want to keep the friendship.
Yeah.
So I want to keep the Ninetales alive, so let's send out Minty. It's nice and safe. Plus, Sucker Punch is on the Stunfetch'd, so that worked out anyways.
Yeah.
We can set up a substitute because we know it might Sucker Punch spam. Unfortunately, Earthquake does enough to break our substitute, which means that we have to answer aggressively, so let's just start 1,000 Arrowsing it. We can take another hit from Earthquake, and we're faster, so unfortunately, we got crit by the Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Almost positive we would have lived
Mm-hmm.
if we didn't get crit.
Yeah, it was like 16% was like the max roll. So I was like, well, we're gonna live. And yeah, so that happened, but that's okay.
It's awful because I wanted to have a 4. That's why we switched out of the Ninetales. But we got crit anyway, so we had a 3.
Yeah.
But Emboar could clean up very easily, get the fast Earthquake, and I mean, we're just gonna kill this thing because we're faster, I think.
No, it's Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. We could just spam that and win.
Yep. So, yeah. Galaxy wanted a 4-0, but we'll take a 3-0. We still won.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think we played very well. I think the only thing that went wrong for us was the crit. Other than that, we sacked our Mons when it was good for us, when it was good for keeping momentum, and we kept momentum high the whole game, and it really worked out for us. Of course, there was the Earthquake on the Dracovish that really helped, but other than that, I think we played very well.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, that Earthquake on the Dracovish, look, man. Okay, I'm not gonna take any credit for it, but I think I clicked the right button there. Okay. Imagine if
I
we
mean,
switched.
I'm not gonna. If you didn't lag out, we would have switched into Cradley. They would have predicted it and got an Ice Fang, which would have definitely hurt us. And the game might be completely different, but
Yeah.
we'll never know because Showdown wanted us to win, apparently.
Which is surprising, considering one of my last videos.
Oh yeah, go check that out, guys, if you haven't. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll probably leave it in the description. But oh my god, that was horrible. Anyways, this game was good. GG to both Skinny and Farfetch'd. What is our next week's match?
Weird
actually?
time zone gang.
Oh,
Terrifying because they are the stall team that has gone flawless so far.
well, okay, maybe not flawless. They lost one mon, okay? They lost one.
Pretty close to flawless. It's about as close to flawless as you can get with a stall team.
Alright, yeah, so that's gonna be fun, guys. That video, of course, is gonna be coming up next week, probably, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, please leave a like or comment. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.